So if you're a small business owner who hates the thought of managing your social media, then this video is for you. Hey guys, it's Bellamy here. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is this whole social media thing, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever it is. I know so many small businesses that we speak to just detest it. They understand how important it is to make sure that we've got image posts up there, make sure that we've got video content like this out there in our marketplace to help us support our brand, help us drive more conversations, leads, sales, all of those things to engage with our audience. But most people that we speak to, and maybe perhaps just like you just find it really frustrating. And it's not because you think it's beneath you or you shouldn't be doing it. It's just, it's another thing to do. It's another thing that, oh my God, we need to carve some time out in our calendar to go and create social media. So what I wanted to share with you today is just a little bit of a process that will hopefully help you with your social media management from that perspective. And of course, if you would like us to do it for you, well, yes, we have a sales pitch there that we can help you with your social media management. We're not going to hide that, but yeah, we would love to do that for you as well. But regardless if you decide to work with us or not, I want you to walk away from this little video feeling more inspired, more enthused, and more confident that you can actually do this yourself, right? So here's a couple of things. What I wanted to talk about was number one, tools in this area. So there is so many tools that you as a small business owner have access to right now. In fact, there's probably too many tools, and this is why a lot of the people that we speak to get confused because they don't know if we should be using Canva, should we be using InDesign, there's these AI image generators out there, should we be using platforms like Opus Pro or CapCut to help us cut videos down? Should we be using ChatGPT or Gemini or a gazillion other platforms to actually write the social media posts and all that? So I get it, technology can be quite frustrating because once again, we are spoilt for choice in this day and age. So there's a couple of little bits of technology that we utilize when we are crafting social media content for us and our clients right now. Number one for us is Canva. Now, whether you're a fan of Canva or not, that's entirely up to you, right? But we use Canva in our business and for our clients. In fact, all of our clients and ourselves internally, we use Canva Pro. It's about $20 a month, roughly speaking, for that access to the platform, and it really helps us from a baseline design perspective. Now, I know there's probably going to be graphic designers out there that are going to go, oh my God, you can't do it like that, and that's okay. But this video isn't for you. This video is for people like me, that small business owner that's time poor, that's frustrated, fed up with trying to do everything, right? So what you want to look at in Canva, just a tip from this perspective and why I love Canva Pro, is the most important thing that you want to do is when you first get your Canva Pro account is actually to go in there and set up your brand guidelines. This is what I love about it. So you can set up your different font styles, the font sizes, your color schemes, your logos, all of those things that make up your brand. You can have that in there inside of Canva from that perspective, so that when you then begin to start creating social media posts, once again, whether it's an image or a video or whatever, you've got your brand guidelines there, which for most people, it's the hardest thing, because if you think of it, maybe you can relate, most people's social media images are all over the shop. There's no consistency in brand, right? So this is why we want to make sure that we get the branding guidelines right inside of Canva from the first thing that you do. The second thing that we want to do from there is that we want to create a baseline of templates. So for example, in our business, we sell this thing called a social media template pack. It's about $300. You can buy it if you want, don't buy it if you don't want. But one of the things that we do there is we provide all of our clients with around a baseline of about 10 different templates. So that includes like templates to consider, like just general branding templates. Maybe it's a testimonial or Google review template. Maybe there is some templates in there about success stories, like customer success stories. Maybe there's product specific or service specific templates in there, moving into more of that carousel or animated video where you've got a series of like 3, 5, 10 different slides that tell this bit of a brand story. So we usually create 2 versions of that for our clients. Then we go into the reels because we know that reels or shorts are getting more and more and more popular. So we typically give our clients usually a faceless reel option where it's just a bit of a filler content in the background and you can just put your words over it, or there is a reel there where it's actually a visual reel of you from that camera. So that's sort of to give you an idea of those templates. We typically, like I said, come up with like about 10 baseline templates that are overlooking your brand. So that's from the technology side of things in Canva, and that's what I love about that, because you've now got a working, usable platform, piece of technology that will do almost everything that you need. Now I say almost everything because there's always something else that you're going to need, but for the most part, probably 90% of what you're going to need as a small business owner creating social media posts, you're going to be able to do most of that, about 90% of it, utilizing Canva. So that's Canva. Love it. You should get it. Go get it. There's no promo on affiliate links or anything. Like, just go check out Canva, right? The other tool that we're going to talk about now is AI, right? Everyone's talking about AI. It's the flavor of the month, everything like that. Now, let's be clear. AI is only good as the prompting that you give it, right? We actually have an AI tool that will help you with your social media post. If you would like to have a look at that, there'll be a link with the description. You can go check that out. But if you're going AI alone, what I was going to say was, let's look at a platform like ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT, once again, you can get it for free, or you can utilize the paid premium version, which is about $30 a month. Personally, I like the premium version because we use that with our team, etc. But what I love about the ChatGPT side of things is when you understand how to prompt this properly, you're then able to do certain things like, hey, go learn more information about my particular product or service or business, go and come up and create me a social media plan, all of those things. You've probably seen a gazillion of these different instructional videos on Instagram or anything like that. In fact, we've got a couple. If you're watching on YouTube, just go have a look at our little descriptions that you can use there, and the prompting descriptions. You can have a whole look at that. But the big thing that you want to start with ChatGPT is creating your ideal client persona. Okay, so once again, whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, or another AI platform that you want to look at, start with creating your ideal buyer persona. Now, like I said, I've got a video that will show you how to do that as well, so you can go and check that one out. But if you're unsure, if you want to go that alone, actually just type that in there. So go to that AI platform and go, hey, I want your help in helping me create a social media strategy for my business that's going to consist on these things. But before we do that, what I want you to do is to help me craft and perfect my ideal buyer persona, so that when you are creating our social media content, we get a better outcome that is on tone, it's on our brand, and it's speaking to the problems and challenges that our ideal clients are actually facing. So there's a couple of tools that I wanted to talk to you about there. So we've spoken about Canva, we've spoken about using AI, specifically ChatGPT. The third thing that we want to talk about now is going into that strategy. So how often, this is one of the most common questions I get, how often should I post? When should I post? Honestly, I think, and this is me personally, happy to be berated about this, but the chances of us as a small micro business, or a small business out there, or a service business, or a manufacturer, or a personal training studio, all of the different types of businesses, whatever it is for you, unless you are trying to be some Instagram influencer and be Insta famous, the chances of you having a post that's going to go viral and is now going to make you a gazillionaire overnight is pretty slim to none, right? It's pretty low, right? But what will help you grow over time is actually having a structured process and a structured schedule to your social media campaigns. So what could this look like? Now, For me, I like to work with our clients to make it super simple. Okay, if we said that you've got to post 25 times a day on all different platforms and it's got to be fresh content and all of that, you're probably going to kid yourself and you're going to go, John, I'm out of here, right? And you've probably been to many events like that. For me, what we've found with our clients, that is, if we start with posting just every other day, so 15 posts a month, for the most part, that is achievable. Okay, and then what we do is we start to go, okay, knowing that we are now going to commit to creating 15 social media posts a month, what is that makeup going to be? So I wanted to share with you the little makeup, if you like, or the scheduling process that we typically run for our clients. So usually we would go, say, first of the month, we'll do an image post. Third of the month, we might do a short video, so it could be a reel or an animated video. On the 5th of the month, we might do another post, image post. On the 7th of the month, we might now change that to, once again, if we did a reel on the 3rd, we might now do an animated video. On the 7th of the month, we might go back and just do another image post. And then we keep rotating through. So we go image, reel or animated, image. Reel or animated, image, reel or animated, image, and we just work through from that, okay? And this is the beautiful thing that you can actually start to look at, and particularly when you're looking at more of that, we need to just get brand awareness style of posts, right? If you were moving forward, let's just talk about, if you were looking at going, how do I create a social media campaign about a specific thing? For example, you run a podcast, okay, or you've been interviewed on a podcast. We know that it has a launch date of this date, and we want to run a 6-week campaign where we might want to put 10 posts over 6 weeks from that aspect. Completely different conversation. This is where you would want to look at going, okay, how do we get as much watch time or click through, listen time from a podcast perspective on that? So we want to actually have some regularity of that. Okay, that's a completely different strategy. And in fact, like some of our clients, every month we go, is there a particular event? Okay, is it a seasonal event? Is it a sale event? Is it like a physical event that you're running, or a physical event that you're attending? Is there a podcast that you're going to? Like, is there a particular event? Or are we looking at more of a brand awareness strategy? So guys, I wanted to just share that with you. I won't go too much further into that for you today, but really the message that I want to get this through your heads really is, it doesn't have to be overwhelming when it comes to social media, okay? The most important thing is that you do start. So whether you work with us, like I said, there'll be a link in the description. You can come and work with us if you want. Whether you work with us or choose to do this yourself, okay, I really want you to understand that you just got to start. You don't need to post 8,000 times a day. Just post every other day, okay? And you can start really simply with using tools like Canva Pro. That'll do 90% of the stuff for you, and the other 10% you can start with an AI tool like ChatGPT. But when you start with the AI tool, make sure you ask it to help you create your ideal persona first. So guys, it's John Bellamy here. Listen, I hope you found that video of value. If you've got any questions around social media, if you'd like us to share with you some of those promptings and things, happy to do that. And as always, if you'd like to work with us, just message us, click the link with this video, and myself and the team would be more than happy to help you wherever it is that you're at in your small business journey right now. Have a great day. Cheers.